Milo's second question is, can I use hydro, or what is the best environment or process when growing flower for extraction into FECO?
Okay, so that's a really, really great question. And to answer the first, that little part of that thing is, can I use hydro? And yes, you can. We've used it, plenty of times. And it's just a technique for growing for indoor, and it grows really awesome bud, and flower, etc. for smoking. The best environment though is actually sun grown in the ground, or at least in soil with living microorganisms in that soil. Okay, but harnessing the energy from the sun is always more optimal than indoor lighting. So the indoor grows, especially with the some of the contaminants in the air, can be and are beneficial. And we use some really good material from hydro, but the indoor grows, we prefer to be in soil as well. It's harder, and you don't typically get as much of a yield. If you know what you're doing, you do, but growers typically don't get as much of a yield. But and with hydro, sometimes people will use more chemicals and stuff like that, and with soil you could do totally organic, biodynamic, etc. So that's the proper environment, is to be in soil and going beyond organic in a biodynamic environment. And that means that you're not only just not using pesticides, herbicides, or fungicides, but you actually have living microorganisms in the soil, like almost like gut bacteria that you have, that there's bacteria that lives in the soil that breaks down different nutrients so the plant could uptake it, right? And then there's other coexisting organisms as well, such as like different kinds of worms and different things that could exist in the soil that actually help to break down other things and feed the microorganisms as well. And it's just this ecosystem that produces this ultra nutritious plant. And then also, just as a side note, the the light from the sun provides photosynthesis, which actually, when the plants uptake the minerals, it allows them to digest them properly, so that we as humans can uptake them and get the full benefit from them. And then the sun also has chlorophyll in it, and that's basically the sun's, or not chlorophyll in it, but the plants harness the sun's energy, by taking it in and create this stuff inside of them called chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is plant blood, basically. It's the plant's blood, and it's super dark green, and it literally is the sun's energy harnessed in a form that we as humans could ingest it from the plant and utilize it for good. And that's one of the reasons that the RSO is so beneficial, because most cannabis oils do not have chlorophyll in them, because it does not look pretty. It's what gives it that dark color. That ultra makes it look almost black. It's super dark green though. It's not black. But the light, everybody loves the lighter oils, and those are better for vaping. But that chlorophyll is one of the nutrients, in addition to the cannabinoids, that gives the RSO its magic. And so many people try to steer away from it. That was just a little side note for that question. Does that all make sense though?
Perfect sense. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.